So this is it then for the next 3 hours. The men's 47 kg competition on day one of the senior events of the World Para Powerlifting Championships here in Nur-Sultan. We've got 24 going up to this. We've got 3 groups going up to Group C. Don't recall that happening too often in Mexico City, but then obviously the fields were reduced a little bit due to the event being moved. But don't worry, we go as far as the Group D later in the week. So here we go, the first male lifter of the week then in Nur-Sultan will be from Argentina, Rodrigo Villamarin. It is a very strong field right across the board. You'll see that as the competition wears on. Hello again from Will Downing, and here is one of the best lifters in South America. Reigning Pan Am Youth Champion from 2 years ago, 5th in the Americas Championships last year, the Copa America, based in Mar del Plata. Bronze in the American Championships in Mexico in 2015, Rodrigo Villamarin. So 101 to get Villamarin and the competition underway. And he has 2-1, that's good. Just our centre referee marking down on the press sequence, but apart from that, okay. Centre referee Nur-Sultan Muhammad of Malaysia, and our side referees are Conrado Bernacci of Brazil and Alessia Paruk of Russia. So next up from Togo, Aliou Bawa. He's attempting 105. As Togo enters the fray. Major championship bow in Rio at the Paralympic Games, but no mark there. He lives in Sokoto. He's a hairdresser. Excellent, just what I need. So to get us running at 105, coached by Neni Chikbele. African Games silver in 2015 in Brazzaville and the Republic of Congo. And that's 3 against, and quite a sequence. 2 for the body shape, the body sequence. And they also weren't happy with the press sequence either. Has to come back and get that straightened out. A 35-year-old. The flag bearer for Togo in Rio. This needs to iron a bit of that out in order to get a little bit of progress. Farman Basha from India, next up, silver and bronze in the Asian Para Games. Silver in Jakarta last year, bronze in Incheon before that. Farman Basha aiming for 113 here. 4th in the Paralympic Games in Rio. 2nd time he's finished there. 5th in the 2014 Worlds in Dubai. 7th in Mexico City 2 years ago. 113 for Farman Basha, and he got it up strongly. He's a former strong man of India, and he's got that. 2 out of 3. The side referees marking down for the bar control of the press sequence. Other 2 happy. So is Farman Basha, 113. He's underway.
First stand, representing Kazakhstan, please welcome Nur-Sultan.
113 the target for the first male senior Kazakh lifter of the week, Yanat Kazmukanov. Sixth in the Asian Games last year in Jakarta. 5th in the Asia-Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu. Coached by Denis Orlov, he's based in Talbi Korgan. Looked strong, but 2 out of 3 going against. I think it was around the chest actually that they were marking down. Yeah, it wasn't down long enough. Not enough contact, and Farman Basha is out of the remainder of the competition. Having cleared 113, he must have pulled something just now. So he ends on 113, having started there, and he is not going to have another lift. Farman Basha of India out for the remainder of the events. That is quite a blow. He started off really well, and obviously in terms of Asia has regularly medalled. It's now for Japan, Takashi Kato, 115, his first round targets. Kato finished 6th in the Asia-Oceania Championships last year in Kitakyushu, coached by John Amos, who's not on stage with him. Former para-athlete, lives in Toyota. And it's an architecture qualification from the Toyota National Technical College. 13th in the last World Championships in Mexico City 2 years ago. $115. Well, that yelp wasn't coming from him, it was coming from his coach, and it's a good lift. All 3 happy with it. And he's our new leader on 115.
Please go to 100.
Saudi Arabia now, Mesa Alaimi. $120 to take the lead by 5. Alaimi not hanging around, but 2 out of the 3 going against. That was for the press sequence. Okay, with the other one though, Alaimi will have to work on that in return. Everything okay up to then. 5th in the Asian Para Games, Alaimi was.
First attempt representing Jordan, Mohammed Al-Saidi.
Now for Jordan. Asia Oceania champion from last year. World champion from 2010. His teammate Karada coming up later with all of those attributes to his name. The World Junior silver medalist from yesterday, Al-Saidi, the 17-year-old, the West Asian Games silver medalist from 2 years ago, on stage now with Issa Hilal, the national coach. 123 to take the lead. Two going against for the body sequence.
Slowly, please load the bar to 125 kilos, rack height 8.
Well, they spotted something. Wasn't lots of waggling around on the bench, but from the 2 angles, it must have been obvious from behind where our centre referee is. So next to go to round off the opening round in Group C for Japan, Hiroshi Miura. Silver in the Rio World Cup in 2016, 7th in the Asia Oceania Games last year. He was a TV viewer for the 2004 Paralympics and loved what he saw. Now the Executive Secretary of the Japanese Powerlifting Federation. 125 from Miura. Long way to go in the competition, still 16 lifters. He's not going to be given it. They've all voted him down in the final drive, the press sequence. So only 3 of the 8 cleared there, and one of those, Farman Basha, is out for the remainder of the competition. Alami's also out now. Mesa Alami has withdrawn after missing 120. So he does not register a mark. Both he and Basha gone.
Loaders, please load the bar to 102 kilos.
So to round 2 then. And it'll be Aliou Bawa again of Togo to get us running.
Second attack, representing Togo, Aliou Bawa.
Bawa of Togo, the flag bearer for his country in Rio. He was always going to be the #1 candidate. He was the only Togolese athlete there and the first ever to compete for his country at the Paralympic Games, and that was in Rio. Didn't register a mark at the Rio Centro, but has been a silver medalist at the African Games in Brazzaville and bronze in the African Championships last year. Can he get one on the board here on a global level? It'd be very welcome for him if he can. And he almost did, 2-1 against, and that one in his favour was quite early in coming.
Loaders, please load the bar to 105 kilos. Rack height 13.
He's getting there. Got nothing last time, won this time. It was the press sequence that he was voted down on.
Second attack, representing Argentina, Rodrigo Vizamani.
So Rodrigo Vizamani back on, having cleared 101 last time. This for 105 for the Argentine. .105 for Vizamani, and that was wobbling significantly. So removed, and 101 still his best.
Loaders, please load the bar to 115 kilos. Rack height 14.
Unsuccessful, and has maybe reached his capability for the day. In truth, we'll see.
Second attack, representing Kazakhstan,
Yonat Kashmano Mukhanov for Kazakhstan missed 113 first time, now 115, and it was 2 and against, so he was close. This to take the lead. The lead for Kazakhstan at 1:15. He's got this one. 2-1. Our new leader up with Takashi Kato on 1:15, but the head-to-head has Mukhanov ahead, and the body weight he's 3/4 of a kilo, 750 grams lighter in body weight. That's not a lot, but it's enough. And here is Kato now, going for 119. This to regain the lead on 1:19, with only 2 more to go in this second round. So Kato, very secure 115, lifted previously. Such strain on the way up, and a bit ragged as a result. 2 going against him in the press sequence, and the chest didn't do him good either, so they all voted him down. So, Al-Naiti, the World Junior silver medalist from yesterday, coming in at 124 kilo, up on yesterday. Wasn't able to keep it level in the press phase, again being voted down by every single referee. So misses out at 124, having done likewise at 123 earlier.
Representing Japan, Hiroshi Miura.
Last lift of this second round coming. Hiroshi Miura of Japan, 125, having missed this mark in the previous round. Less than 30 seconds to go. Just couldn't get it up, 5 seconds to go as well, and they've all given the thumbs down.
That's the end of the second round of lifts. Don't rub your eyes, there are indeed 3 retirements from this group.
And Al-Shnaiti will not be coming out for the final round either. It'll be quite truncated final round of lifting. There's 5 who will be competing in it. Basha, Kuzhmukanov, Alyami, Al-Shnaiti are out. Kuzhmukanov actually we will see again. Basha we won't. Alyami we won't, and Al-Shnaiti we won't. Aliyu Bauer then, a couple of misses, 102, and he was, I suppose, relatively close last time, so we'll see what he does here at 105. Then for Bauer. He's missed out with his first 2 attempts. This to avoid being wiped out again. It happened to him at the Paralympic Games, and he has avoided it. He has got it. He's got 105, and he goes into 4th position. Fantastic. First time he's got a successful lift at a global Games. They were all happy with it. That's just what he was looking for. Bauer into 4th.
Representing Argentina, please welcome
for Rodrigo Villamarin. Didn't hang around. It's 2-1 against. The one actually again came up very early for him, but hasn't been given that, so he rounds off on 101, which at the moment has him in 5th position.
Loaders, please load the bar to 119 kilos, rack height 13. Representing Japan, please welcome Takashi Kato.
Takashi Kato, 115, he got in the opening round, missed 119 in round 2 and going for 119 again here. And this to put him into the lead. Currently lying second behind Kaz Mukhanov, who we'll see shortly. Takashi Kato. Got it raised. Were they all happy with it? No, they weren't. Halts a little bit in the way up in the press sequence, so they've all voted that down, and as a result, he has missed out as Kato. 115 is best, stays in 2nd position.
Representing Kazakhstan,
Kuzmukhanov then of Kazakhstan, 115 cleared in the previous round, this for 119, and he's our current leader. And 119 to regain the lead. No joy though. 2-1 against, and it was the press sequence again that did him out of it.
Loaders, please load the bar to 124 kilos, rack height 15. Loaders, please load the bar to 125 kilos, rack height 8. Third attempt, representing Japan, Hiroshi Miura.
So the final lift in Group C, Hiroshi Miura going for 125. He's not on the board at the moment. If he gets this, he goes into the lead, 10 kilos clear. It would be a significant leap. This would be a significant advantage if he can pull it off. Now, he did get it up, and that looked really clean, and he has managed to do it. Third time of asking. 125. Best lift of the morning so far. He's our leader, Hiroshi Miura, for Japan.
Well, he's absolutely delighted with that one, isn't it? Well done to Miura. Final lift, giving us a big celebration in Group C. We'll be moving on to Group B in a moment. Well done to all those lifters in Group C. Loaders, please load the bar to 128 kilos, rack height 14.
So that's Group C done. We go into Group B now. 8 more to see and some good talent here. Including Paralympic champion, world champion. This is Group B. European bronze medalist from last year. Southeast Asian medalists also.
First attempt, representing Laos, please welcome Pei.
So for Lao, Pia Lampakti. Silver in the last two Asian Para Games, that's Southeast Asian Para Games. 2019 edition is on January 2020. IT qualified 4th in the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu, 5th in the Asian Games in 2014 in Incheon, 6th in the Paras in Rio. And he's going for 128 in this opening rounds. Pia has got 30 seconds to go. 128. For his first lift, that's a real struggle. They've all gone against him for that. It took a long time to get up. Has he gone in a little bit too high?
Loaders, please load the bar to 130 kilos. Rack height 11.
They really struggled with that.
First attempt, representing Poland, Sławomir Szymanski.
So Sławomir Szymanski of Poland from the Start Wrocław club. Coach Mariusz Weaver. In the World Championships in Mexico City. Bronze in the Europeans last year, silver in the previous ones, in Ego in 2015. And 2 of the 3 going against him for the press sequence. So he doesn't get that one. Out of the usually strong Polish squad. Silver in the Ego World Cup in Hungary back in April. Bronze in last year's FASA World Cup. Adam Alderman won bronze in the European Championships last year in Berkshire. He'd finished 4th in 2013. Best global result, 9th in the World Championships in 2010 in Kuala Lumpur. Never qualified for Paralympic Games. $135 to take the lead. Hiroshi Miura, our current leader, on 125. That's gone against them 2-1, and it was the press sequence, which athletes of shorter stature are being watched a bit more closely on now. More closely than they were before, and it was already quite close. He'll be back. Misses out at 135. But he got that one in his favour very quickly.
First attempt, representing Algeria, Haj Beyour.
Next to go for Algeria, Haj Ahmed Beyour, 138. For the African Games silver medalist in the last 2 editions, 2015 and 2011. And remember, in its own right, the African Para Games in January 2020, silver in the Ego World Cup in 2017 in Hungary. Best global result, 6th in the last World Championships in Mexico City 2017. Hasn't qualified for Paralympic Games yet. 5th in the European Open when it was in Ego in 2015. .138 for the lead. The 3 who've lifted so far in this opening round have missed. Hiroshi Miura still our leader. 138 then for Bayor, and he got it raised without much waiting or hanging around, and it's all good. It's all clean. He is our new leader, and Miura is knocked off top spot. But obviously there's an immense amount of lifting still to come in this competition. But he got that one securely through, and that was really well pushed up. No airs or graces. A really good lift. Choi Kyun-jin of Korea, who finished 4th in the Asia Oceanic Championships last September in Kitakyushu. No mark in the Paralympic Games in Rio, though. Coached by Kim Jae-young. .140 for Choi. Took his time, and that was everything he needed. 2 out of 3 going his way, and he is our new leader, having lifted very, very comfortably at 140. .30 seconds left on the clock. He wasn't worried about that. Terrific lift. For India, Parmji Kumar, the Asian Games bronze medalist in Jakarta last year, 5th in the FASA World Cup this year in Dubai, coached by Vijay Munishwar. Going for 140 and the lead. Same mark as Choi, but slightly lighter in body weight. A kilo and a quarter. Cool, calm, collected, clear. 2-1 for Parmjit Kumar. A new leader on 140. So cool, so calm. Now, João França Junior of Brazil, the America's champion in Bogota last year. Bronze in the Rio World Cup in the Karaoke Arena in 2016, ahead of the Olympic and Paralympic Games. Silver in the Ego World Cup 2017. Silver in the European Open Championships in Bergsamir, May of last year. The man from Natal. Bronze in this year's FASA World Cup in Dubai. He's got the record, 141. He could go far with that if he gets a first round clearance. It's a new America's record that he set last year, and he's got the good lift. And he finished second with that lift of 137 in Bergsamir in the European Open Championships, and he is fabulously clear here, all three in his favour. In front on 141.
First stand, representing Nigeria, Yakubu Edesika.
For Nigeria, it is Yakubu Edesika. The Paralympic champion in London 2012. You may remember he wasn't able to defend his crown in Rio as the registration was too late on site. Commonwealth Games champion 2010 in Delhi. Bronze in the last World Championships in Mexico City. Gold in Dubai in the 2014 World Championships. And it's the reigning African Games and African champion, full stop. Won in Lagos in January. $145 for the lead, and a significant one, and it is his. Yakubu heads the front for Nigeria. He leads João França Jr. of Brazil by 4. Palmsheet and Choi by 5.
Second attempt, representing Laos, P. Lavandi.
Into round 2, Pia of Lao. Missed 128 last time, going for it again here. For 128, this would put him into 6th position. Pia, Szymanski and Alderman all missing in the opening round. And they were the 3 lowest weights actually in that round. So 128, and he's got 20 seconds to go. Well, last time he struggled heavily with it, and the same here. Not so much, noticeably, but they've still all voted him down on the press sequence. He may have gone in a couple of kilos too much on the day, at the very least. And he could be stuck and wiped out in terms of his mark. Stopped on the way up. Pit halting. For Poland then, Sławomir Szymanski. 130 he missed in the previous round and going for 130 here. Silver and bronze in the last two European Championships. Bronze in the FASA World Cup last year, and a silver in the EGO World Cup back in April. In terms of what he's pitched for in the opening round, which he didn't get, that 130, he finds himself in Group B. Real grimace, but he's got nothing to worry about. 2-1 in his favour. Szymanski clears it, goes into 6th position. Yakubu still leads for Nigeria on 145. Next up, Adam Alderman for Great Britain. Happiness coming? At 135, that was just cracking. Didn't get it last time, he has here. Satisfied? Better believe it. Glided through. 143 for Hajj Medbeo, 138 he cleared in the opening round, currently lying fifth. He gets this, he goes into the silver medal position. .43 for Bayor. The African Games silver medalist twice over. They've all gone against due to the press sequence. First one had gone so well.
Second to 10, representing Korea, Choi Kyung-jin.
Next up, Choi Kyung-jin for Korea. 140 cleared previously, going for 145 now, which would match Yakuba, but not beat on the head-to-head. He'd go second. .145 then. Again, he's left himself not much time in the clock, Choi, but it doesn't matter. 3 out of 3, 145. He joins Yakubu. Fab. All three referees satisfied. Nice and clean. Next up for India, Parmjit Kumar. Aiming for 145 as well. He'd go above Choi, but below Yakubu in the head-to-head. They'd all be locked in the same weight. That's where it's all coming from. Parmjit Kumar, 145. Steady does it. And cleanly does it. 2-1, he gets it. Kumar's on 145 now. It's a traffic jam. Our top three lifters all locked on 145. Yakubu leading the head-to-head ahead of Pamjit Kumar in second and Choi Kyun-jin in third. But now we could have a brand new leader outright. João Francis Jr. of Brazil, 141 lifted in the opening round. This for 146. The America's champion and silver in the European Open last year in Berck-sur-Mer. So to take the lead by 1 in this middle round. Slow and tentative, but it was good enough. 2-1 for João Francis. And he is our new leader. So to round off the second round, the man who was leading going into it, Yakubu of Nigeria. Yakubu Adesokan, 145. Last time he competed in a Paralympic Games, he won it. Been Commonwealth Games champion, World champion, Paralympic champion, African Games champion, African champion. Open up quite low in comparison to those who are going to come in Group A. If you get this, maybe an opening. Need a big leap up though in his third and final attempt. Looks like he will get that. 2-1. Good going. He leads by 4 ahead of João Francis Jr. Yakubu's in control at the moment, but how high will he go in round 3 to try and break in among the rest? Final round of Group B. Pia again of Lao, going for 128. Pia gets this, he gets on the board. He's missed his first 2 attempts at 128, and he has really struggled with it. It's the case here too, I'm afraid. And yet, this time, he's been given the benefit of the doubt. 2-1 in his favour. He didn't bite the dust. He did get a mark in. 128, he goes into 8th position, Pia does. Silver in the last 2 Asian, the Southeast Asian Games. Part of the IT crowd.
Representing Poland, please welcome Sławomir Szymanski.
So, Sławomir Szymanski for Poland. Got 130 in the previous round. This for 134. He will stay 7th. He's not going to climb anymore, but he would get an extra 4 kilos on the boards. So 134 for Szymanski. Brilliant performance in Bergsumer last year. Claimed that European bronze, 2nd Europeans in a row that he'd been on the podium. In terms of this World Championships, it's not going to happen. He's too far down. It's not going to happen from here either. He misses out in the 134. He finishes on 130, and that puts him 7th overall.
Representing Great Britain.
Was a problem. He struggled on the way up. He missed in the first round, got the 2nd, missed out in the 3rd. Now, Adam Alderman missed out in the 1st, successful in the 2nd. Standing 2 onto the bar this time for 137 for Great Britain. And Alderman would stay 6th if he gets this. Would have needed an extra 2 kilos in order to progress up the standings. And that is not going to be given his way. But it's only 2-1 against. It was down to the press sequence.
Ladies, please note the bar 143 kilos, rack height 13.
He crashed. 135 is only clearance in round 2. Hajj Ahmed Bayer of Algeria comes next. 138. in round one, but missed at 143 in the second round and going for it again now. So 143. Again, wouldn't elevate him, we'll keep him in 5th spot. And there are no attempts we've already seen in round 3 that would have displaced Bear from 5th, even if they were successful. One, 4, 3 for Bayor. Doesn't get it. Misses out. It was all the press sequence penalized by all 3 referees. Finishes on 138. Everybody in this Group B has had at least one successful attempt. Out of 20 attempts so far, only 8 have missed.
Representing India, Paralympic Kumar.
Paralympic Kumar is next then for India. 140, 145. Going here for 146. Gets this, he goes ahead of João Francis Jr. in the head-to-head. Paralympic Kumar going for 146. Currently 3rd, this to go into 2nd position. Very steady and easy and deliberate, and as a result he does get through. 30 seconds left on the clock. He took a while with it, but he does move up the standings. 146. Added a kilo onto it, that was enough, and he goes into 2nd place.
Loaders, please load the bar to 149 kilos, wrap height 13.
3 to lift in Group B. So Choi, for Korea, he's looking to add 4 kilos on to go to 149, and this would put him 2nd. Another kilo, and he'd have been level with Yakubu, but still Yakubu would have had it on the head-to-head. So Choi currently in 4th place. This is the target to go into 2nd spot for the 4th placer in the Asia-Oceania Championships last September in far south Japan. Choi at 149. Did really well with his last lift, but he's not going to get that one as they've all voted him down. It was so awkward for him in the way up, but still Choi did decent enough joy there. 42-year-olds. 145 is best then. Still has him in 4th place. Fransen. Pamji Kumar in 146. And it's Xiao Francis Jr. on now. 141 and 146 he's been successful with so far. Pamji Kumar's been good with all 3 attempts. France can emulate that, and so can Yakubu in a few minutes. Xiao France. Year of big results. It's the one big lift in him in the end. He's not going to get that. And he is denied at 149. So 146 remains his best, and he stays in 3rd place. They all voted him down. So behind Pamjit Kumar on the head-to-head, they both lifted 146. They're both a kilo clear of Choi, who's in 4th. Just real struggle on the way up, and that's not smooth or under control, just too heavy for this lift. Now, quite a leap coming. Yakubu is leading on 150 and is going to hold the lead going into Group A. $150 cleared by Yakubu. This to add 15 kilos onto it. That's a giant leap. $165 for Yakubu. He's won the lot. No, hasn't been given it to one against, and that was on the press sequence. It was very, very ambitious, so he ends on 150. He is our leader going into Group A, where we're expecting the medalists to come from, but 150 goes above 3 of what we're expecting to see in the first round. And if he got one 6'5" there. There's only 2 first-round attempts in Group A that are heavier. So the final 8 on the way, but Yakubu leads going into the final third of the competition. So Patrick Ardon of France to get Group A rolling. 6th in the World Championships in Mexico City, was his best ever global result. 7th in Dubai. 6th in London 2012. He didn't have a registered mark in Rio. 5th in Bergsamir in home soil in the Europeans last year. Add on then, 136. It's gone against him 2-1 for different reasons. The chess sequence and the press sequence, but that vote in his favor was very early. So he's denied, 136 out on. Lot to work on. So now Parvin Mammadov of Azerbaijan. This could be something to talk about for the Azeri lifter. The European champion for Bergsamir last year. Won gold in the Echo World Cup in April. Mammadov still going for something that's 8 kilos below Yakubu. He'd go 5th if he gets this. And he has all 3, so that's a good start. 142. We've still got heavier to go, much heavier, in order to get into the shake-off. All 3 in his favour. Got quite used over the last 7 years to staging big events in Azerbaijan.
First attempt, representing Turkey, please welcome Abdullah Kayapina.
Abdullah Kayapina for Turkey, 149 he's going for, which will be just a kilo off the lead. Silver in the Europeans last year in Berck. Only one global championship, the Worlds in Mexico City 2 years ago, he finished 11th. They call him the mini Hercules round his way, Sivas. Oh, he's moved the earth well. It was only on the bar, a couple of seconds in there. All three, good. $149 and just a kilo off the lead now. It goes into the silver medal position behind Yakubu. Belting quick lift. So now the reigning Southeast Asian World and Paralympic champion. Former Asian champion. He didn't start in the Asia-Oceania Championships back in September. Good chance of winning that. Been Asian Games champion as well, but injury putting him out of the way of those two big events a month apart at the end of last year. The first Vietnam athlete in any sport to win Paralympic Games gold. Gold in Rio, gold in Mexico City at the last World Championships after silvers in 3 championships in a row. Asian gold in 2015 in Almaty. A couple of Asian Games golds as well, and 3 Southeast Asian Games. 160 to go into the gold medal position. Lei Van Gogh. What an effort. And what effort. But 2 went against. One for the chest sequence, the other for the press. Improvement needed. Not much though, I would say. It's now the first Russian male competitor in a senior World Para Powerlifting Championships for a few years. The 2013 and 2015 European champion. Paralympic silver in 2012, world bronze in 2014 in Dubai. Aiming for the lead with 160. Everything we see for the remainder of this first round would go into the gold medal position. $160. And that was a formality. He's in the gold medal position, sets the standards, Vladimir Balinets. Terrific lift. That has him in a great spot. Just under the bench, quick lift and away you go. 3 to lift in this opening round. Third highest attempt from David Deitarev of the host nation Kazakhstan. Asian Games silver. Asia Oceania bronze within a few weeks of each other at the end of last year. Hasn't qualified for the Paralympic Games yet. He's only really been on the international scene since 2017. He finished 7th in the World Championships in Mexico City, the man from Cockchato. If he can nail this into the lead, at worst, the bronze medal position. But no. 2 of the 3 going against them in terms of the press sequence, and the other for the body sequence. So all going against, which means that Balinets will be in a medal position at the end of this round, but will it still be gold? 2 to go. See, well, the body sequence anyway certainly was given against. There was a bit of movement there, all right, without a shadow of a doubt.
First attempt, representing China, please welcome Zheng Yu.
Zheng Yu next then for China. Asia Oceania silver medalist. 4th in the last Worlds in Mexico City. The Liaoning Club. It's 170, this for the lead from Zheng Yu. Chinese champion as far back as 2015. It's not been given to him, and actually a lot of the body sequence against, and one of the referees has put 3 of the 4 elements against them: the body, the chest, the press. Zheng doesn't get that, and we've one more lift to go in the opening round, but our leader remains Balinets of Russia. Second place, Yakubu of Nigeria, comes out of Group B, and if he got that 165 right at the end, he'd still be in the lead. Omar Karada, Jordan, going for 170. The champion in Kitakyushu in the Asia Ocean Championship, world champion 2010, 2 Paralympic silvers, Beijing in 08, Rio 2016. Karada 170. Go into the gold medal position above Balinets. And he has 2 out of 3. Karada in front, 170. belting lift. Balinets in second. Yakubu from Group B still in the medals in third. And the 165, if he got it, well, he'd be in the silver medal position. He wouldn't be in top spot anymore, because this man is Amar Karada of Jordan.
So in for the second round, loaders, please load the bar to 143 kilos, rack height 12. Second attempt, representing France, Patrick Abo.
Patrick Gordon going for 143, and he's sticking to his original plan. He missed 136 in the previous round, but he has added 7 more to the bar here. He's never won a major championship medal. 4th and 5th in the last 2 Europeans. 143 here would put him 8th. Really slowed down towards the end, and he's not going to get that. They've all been unhappy with the press sequence. He doesn't get to blow his top in celebration. Stays off the board.
Loaders, please load the bar to 150 kilos, rack height 5.
At the moment, Karada's still the king. Adon just struggling right at the end, and it wasn't level either, really, at all.
Second attempt, representing Azerbaijan,
Parvin Mammadov at 150. Now, if he gets this, he goes 4th. He would go level in weight with Yakubu, but the Nigerian lifter would still have the nod on the head-to-head. So the European champion from just across the Caspian Sea. There you go. 2-1 in his favor. He is progressing brilliantly. Based in Zederland, the home of the finest Azeri bear. Others are available. He's in the mood for a medal here. He's in 4th spot now, and he's a kilo away from it, provided others don't interfere.
Second attempt, representing Turkey, Abdullah Kiyapina.
And here is the man who can interfere, currently lying in 5th for Turkey, Abdullah Kayapınar. The European silver medalist behind Mahmudov and Berk. Kazakhstan with the European silver, the open bronze. He was 2 kilos off Francis Junior and 8 off Mamedov there. And he's missed 154 here. He's already gone 14 kilos beyond what he lifted in back a year ago. 154 would have been a dramatic way to leap up in the third. But he didn't get it from any of the 3 referees. Struggle on the way up. Real wobbles too. Kazakhstan denied at 154. And he remains in 5th place, 1 kilo off the medals. Mamedov being denied on comeback. The rest of the top 10 all coming from Group B.
Attempt number 2, representing Kazakhstan,
David Diktelyev of Kazakhstan, if he can get this, goes into the silver medal position for the host nation. I don't think he was that far off 162 last time. It's the same weight he's going for. Yes, fantastic. Diktelyev goes into the silver medal position for Kazakhstan. That was a belter. He's only 8 kilos off the lead. What an autumn last year. Asian Games silver, Asia Oceania bronze. Lee Van Kong going for 165 and the silver medal position. So many titles currently his. World and Paralympic champ. To go 5 kilos away.
Good.
He's got it too. Right across the board, having missed out in the previous round, he goes into the silver medal position. Excellent. He was so close to it last time. It was 2 and against, and corrected the errors. What for him were the perceived ones.
Second attempt, just representing Russia, Vladimir Balinets.
So, Balinets, our former leader, is now down in 4th and outside the medals. 167 the target to go into the silver medal spot. And this for a new European record to break his mark from 5 years ago at the World Championships in Dubai. That was the lift to win him world bronze. This would put him into the silver medal position, and his team are happy with it. And you know they're right. 3 out of 3, a new European record for Vladimir Balinets. He's well up for it. He's 2 clear of Lee Van Kong and 5 ahead of David Dektariev now, as Kazakhstan fall out of the medals for the time being.
Second attempt, representing China, Zheng Yu.
Zheng Yu then for China in a bid to hit the gold medal spot. 170 missed in the opening round. This for 172. He only started training for this sport in 2013. He's relatively new, 2nd major championship on a global stage. Did claim that silver in the Asia Oceania last year. .172, Zheng Yu. Did he have it under enough control? He did, you know. It's into the lead for China. Zheng Yu's made it. 2-1. He's working hard to keep that alive. It's the same figure that Omar Karada is going to go for in a few seconds, which would put him in front in the head-to-head. Belting clean lines and a real grimace, as you'll have seen when it was on the way up, but he had kept it under control, and that was enough. Omar Karada then for Jordan, 172. This for the lead. Former world champion and the reigning Asia Oceania champ. harder than 172. Looks good, looks very good, and it is right across the board. The 3 white lights put Karada top of the pile again. He's in the gold medal position. Zheng Yu silver, Balinets the bronze. Mutuora might be another coming for him. 1 round to go. Karada's in the gold medal position. Nailed it. So final round it is. Patrick Ardon trying to get on the board. Full stop. Missed 136. 143 so far. This at 143 to go 12. And to just avoid being wiped out. Last 5 lifts in this round will be for the medals. That looks to be his best effort of the lot. It won't do anything for him though. 2 and against. And he's wiped out. No mark for Patrick Ardon. Another championship comes without a spot on the podium. There'll be a bit of disconsolation.
Representing Turkey, Abdullah Kayapina.
So Abdullah Kayapina coming up again for Turkey. Missed 154 in the last round, going for 155 here. This to put him 6th. And again, he wasted no time. But on this occasion, it looks like it's going to be 2 and against. And they're going to have to go at the flags. It's 2 and against. Slight electronic system failure, but results had come up on our screens in time to see that it hadn't gone his way. And in the case of Kayapina, it was down to the press sequence at the end. From the 2 side referees, looked fine, dead on then. At one stage, Pavel Mamedov was in the medals for Azerbaijan, but not anymore. He's in 7th place, and if he gets this, he goes 6th, above Yakubin. So Mammadov at 156. The European champion. He's going to be a little bit down the pecking order here. And that's all against it's never really looked comfortable on it. Finishes on 150. Finishes below Yakubu, credit to him. Yakubu finishes 6th, and if he got that 165, he'd still be 4th now. We've got 5 lifters to go. All of the attempts from now on, jostling for the medals. Le Van Kong is 4th. David Dektiraf, 5th. Le is 1st. And if he gets this, he will be. Kenny Lang in 4th spot. This to go into the gold medal position. Le Van Kong, 1 gold by 4 kilos, lifted 181 there, this 172. Put him above Karada and Zheng Yu in the head-to-head. Needs it to go into the gold medal position. He's given it a lot, but he's 2-1 down, and he misses out. And it was the press sequence in the end, one of the side referees also going against him in the chest sequence as well as the press sequence. And that's torn it. He won't get a medal this time. The outgoing world champion has lost his crown. It's Tokyo next year to try and defend his Paralympic title. We're down to 4 potential medalists. One of them could be from Azerbaijan. One of them could be from Kazakhstan. David Dektiraf, 162. He's already cleared. He's going here for 173. Originally was aiming at 167, but he's had a look and he reckons he could get this. Dektiraf, the Asian Games silver medalist and the Asian Oceania bronze, that brilliant September. And that has not gone his way. It's not gone all the way up. It was, you would say, a brave effort. He finishes 5th, Le Van Kong in 4th. We know who the top 3 will be, who the medalists are, but not yet the order. Dektiraf had lifted 160 for Asia Oceania bronze, 157 for Asian Para Games silver. He went really big there. 173, not within him. Vladimir Balinets left 173. So he is in the bronze medal position at the moment. In the head-to-head, he would always lose out to Karada and Zheng Yu on body weight, just slightly, just by 100 grams. Karada and Zheng Yu have both got 172. Balinet's going for 173. He has to get a chance of the gold. Balinet's twice the European champion, and he won the last international championship that Russia were in, 2015 Europeans in Eger. This will be a tester. 173. Has he passed it? He's got it raised. Is it good enough? Has he got it to the gold medal position? He has! Balinets hits the front right at the end. He's got into the gold medal position for Russia. He medals. He might have just won it. 2-1 in his favor. Quality stuff. He'd lift to 170 to win Paralympic silver in London. 166 for World Championship bronze. 180 to win the Americas Open in 2015. Didn't need to go as high this time. 173 might have crowned him the world champion. Two left. Zheng Yu of China going for 176. In terms of the head-to-head between Zheng Yu and Karada, Karada is 1.5 kilos lighter, thereabouts. Currently, Karada in the silver medal position, Zheng Yu bronze. Balinets in the lead. Zheng Yu then, his second world championship, his first global medal. Well, what color will it be? At the moment, it's bronze. This to go into the gold medal position. .176. No, it is bronze for Zheng Yu, and no more than that. Couldn't get it raised. 172 he ends on. It is bronze. Unable to get the arms straight and the elbows up, and didn't get very far at all. So, currently, in the silver medal position, Omar Karada of Jordan, the only man who can deny Vladimir Balinets the medal now. Balinets, previously a world championship bronze medalist. It's a silver at least, and right now it's gold. Omar Karada was world champion in 2010 as the reigning Asia Oceania champion now. Karada for the gold. Going for it, pushing for it. Has he done it? Has he got it? No, he has not. Balinets is the world champion for Russia. Omar Karada put so much into that final lift. It wasn't clean enough. It was the press sequence, according to all three referees. Balinets gets the gold, 173 for Russia. Karada the silver for Jordan. Zheng Yu the bronze for China. Only a kilo between the three of them. Li Van Kong had a go for 172 as well. Balinets had the only successful lift in the final round in this group. Yakubu finished 6th out of Group B, and had that 165 been successful, it would have been 4th. So Balinets gets the gold for Russia, and very shortly he will have his hands on it. The medal ceremony is on the way.
ceremony for the men's up to 49-kilo category. Will be presented by Executive Director of the National Paralympic Committee of Kazakhstan, Nur-Sultan, and IPC Vice President,
So the victory ceremony then for this men's 49 kg final. Dwayne Kell, the IPC Vice President, and Yelan Suleimanov of the NPC Kazakhstan. He's the Executive Director. They're looking after the medal ceremonies here. What a thumper of a final it was. Zheng Yu of China went for gold, didn't quite get it, missed out with his last attempt. 172 it was. And the lift to 176 that would have got him the gold, it was denied. Amar Karada of Jordan gets the silver medal. His final attempt of 176, he wasn't able to lift. 172 he was successful with. The former world champion who was told by a coach when he walked into a gym, you look like a world champion. He wasn't involved in sport at the time. He liked the suggestion though, and eventually he was a world champion and almost was again here.
the winner of the gold medal and new world champion with a European record lift, representing the Russian Federation, Vladimir.
The first men's competition since Russia came back in. Russia have won it. Vladimir Balinets has broken his own European record twice, which lasted 5 years. 167 first of all, then 173. And he is the European champion. He's the world champion now too. Having previously won bronze in 2014, missed 2017 as Russia was during their exclusion. But back on board and back on top. Balinets with the lift of 173, European record. Vladimir Balinets is world champion for Russia. Russia has a new world champion, Vladimir Balinets, twice breaking his European record. And in the first men's competition of these World Para Powerlifting Championships, it is gold for Russia. Silver for Omar Karad of Jordan, bronze for Zheng Yu of China. We're back on in about half an hour's time. A couple more verses to come in the Russian national anthem, and we will be with you for the women's 45 kg event. It's not very far away. Until then, bye-bye.